Okay, so now we're going to make my tofu quinoa salad bowl. So I eat mostly a plant-based diet, and my husband currently is vegetarian and vegan, depending on what day it is. So we eat loads and loads of vegetarian meals, and I'm always looking for new recipes and new ways to make it a little bit more exciting and delicious. This one goes down really well. So what I'm going to start off with is I've got some firm tofu here in this bowl, and I'm just going to add it. I've basically literally drained it because tofu comes in water, and then I've patted it dry, and I'm just going to add a little bit of cornstarch to it. I'm just going to make sure it's all coated in that. The simple reason that I want to get a really nice crisp on this tofu, and the cornstarch will help me do that. So I just want to cover it all over with the cornstarch. Okay, and then now I'm just going to make a nice little marinade, should I say, for the tofu. So I'm just going to use some soy sauce in here. And then I'm going to use some sesame oil. Now sesame oil, less is more. It's very potent. I love the smell of it, but it is very, very strong. So you literally don't need much at all. So that's in there. I'm going to give it a quick stir. And while I do that, I'm going to get my pans heating on a fairly hot heat, both my pans. So this lovely soy sesame dressing, marinade, should I say, is going to go over the tofu. I'm just going to make sure it's all coated. So it's really important that you use a really firm tofu for this, because tofu is quite naturally a very soft product, and you don't want it crumbling into a million pieces. So our tofu is all coated, and then now I'm just going to put it into this pan, which is going to be pretty hot, in a nice even layer. So we want this tofu to get lovely and crispy. Okay, so that's our tofu done. Over here, I've literally diced some red peppers. I've sliced some white onions, some white sweet onions, and then I've just halved some snap peas, just because they'll cook at the same time that way as everything else. And then they're just going to go into this other pan, which I'm also on a high heat, with just some olive oil, straight in. And I want to give these a really nice char, so I've got quite a hot heat here. So the colours in this alone are fantastic. So I'm just going to get these cooking down whilst our tofu is cooking. So you can see our tofu is starting to crisp nicely. Okay. So our vegetables are starting to char, which is great. Okay, so our quinoa is getting really nice and toasty and flavoursome. Our vegetables are lovely and charred, and the smell is incredible. So here now to assemble our spicy tofu veggie quinoa salad bowl. I've just got some quinoa here, which I've cooked down in just some vegetable stock to give it extra flavour. So basically, if you've never cooked quinoa before, super simple. Boiling stock or water, twice the volume of the quinoa, around 15 minutes boiling, turn off the heat, lid on, leave it another 5 minutes, and it's done. It's so easy. So that is cooked and ready in the bowl now. So I'm just going to add a couple of handfuls of baby spinach. You can wilt this down if you want, but I actually quite like it not wilted down here. I think it gives it more of the salad bowl effect. So I'm just going to put some of this on one side. Ready. And then let's turn off the heat. Now I'm going to put some of our lovely charred veggies onto the other side. Make sure you get a nice selection of the veggies on the other side here. All the colours. It's just delicious. Look at the gorgeous charring that we've got on this veg. So we're going to load up this bowl here with this veg. And then we're going to go in for our crispy tofu. We're loading it high. And then to finish it off, I always just like to use just a sprinkling of sesame seeds. You can toast them if you want, you don't need to. And there you have it, my tofu vegetable quinoa bowl.